question 23. Boat owners are charged to keep their boats in the harbour. Okay, so you've got all of this detail here, right? And remember in the exam, don't get put off by so much information. Just break it down, take your time, okay? Sometimes it's good to just read the question and then you can dissect the information that you need for that particular question, okay? But obviously have in mind that all of this information here is here for a reason, okay? Notice here a number of things here. It says price per metre, yeah? So even though you've got a boat of different lengths, here they charge per metre. So a boat of length 10 metres isn't just going to be £320. It'll be 10 lots of £320 because it's 10 metres, because price per metre. And of course this is exclusive of VAT, okay? Exclusive means that this is the price before VAT has been added, okay? And you've got your VAT rate down, you have 20%. That will get added on afterwards, all right? It also says here, any part metre is charged as a complete metre. Combinations of the periods are allowed. So for example, exactly 7 months, you could pay for 6 months, and then for an extra month, or you could pay monthly for each of the 7 months, okay? And there's criteria there for each of those periods. Okay, let's have a look at part A then. Including VAT, how much would the monthly charge be for a 10 metre boat? So if we look at the monthly charge here, it's £40, okay, and that's no minimum length, so it doesn't matter how long the boat is. But remember, £40, of course, is exclusive of VAT. So when they say including VAT, you need to add the VAT on. Now you need to be very careful here, because you might think, okay, 20% of this, I can work this out quite quickly, use my calculator, and I come to £48, okay, when you work it out. However, remember now, this is £40 per metre. So if you've got a boat that's 10 metres in length, then that would be 10 metres, 10 lots of £40. So that'll be £400. Okay, and it's okay to write here, wherever you've got white space, write on the paper, right? You're allowed to do that. Ultimately, they're looking for the circled answer, but you can do your workings out here, no problem at all. Okay, so because it's a 10 metre boat, 10 of them is 400. When you work up then 20% of 400 for the VAT, obviously that's on the calculator, that would be 0.2 times 400, and that's £80. Okay, so VAT is 80. Add that on to 400, so 480, there's your answer there, okay? Now, part B, it says, excluding VAT, how much would the 6 monthly charge be for an 8.2 metre boat? Now, do you remember what it said up there if it was 8.2? Do you remember what it said? All charges are per metre. Any part metre is charged as a complete metre. So really there, we're looking at 9 metres, aren't we? Okay, because that 0.2 will have to be rounded up, okay, because it's a part of a metre, they'd have to have it up, so it's I think sort of as a 9 metre boat. So exclusive of VAT, okay, so this is exclusive of VAT, doesn't include VAT. You go for the 6 months, and that will be £180, okay, and it does satisfy that criteria because it is more than 7 metres. But it's going to be £180, but don't forget that's per metre, so you're going to have to do 9 times 180, okay? So my calculator, 1620, okay? That's the answer there. Alright, part C, it says, Lars owns this 9.3 metre boat. He wants to keep boat in harbour for 11 months. What options could he choose? You should consider all possibilities, including VAT. Remember, 9.3 would be 10 metres. You can explain that in your answer because it's QWC type question. You need to say 10 metres is what he's going to be charged for. Okay, now 11 months, of course, it could be 6 months and then monthly for 5 months. Okay, that's one option. Or I suppose he could just pay annually, couldn't he? He could just pay annually. He could overpay. He could pay for 12 months. Okay, it will still cover, won't it? If you think about it, it will still cover the 11 months. He could pay for 12 months. Okay, so let's consider all possibilities. So let's consider the 6 months option plus 5 monthly. Okay, 6 months plus 5 monthly. That'll give you 11 months. So the 6 months is 180, okay, per meter. Because it's 10 meters, that will be 180 times 10. Add then 5 monthly, okay. Well, the monthly would be £40 per meter, okay. So you've got to have 40 times 10, because there's 10 meters of them. But of course, because there's 5 months, we need to multiply that by 5. So you add that up on your calculator. That will become 1,800. That there will become 2,000. So you get 3,800. Okay, that's the 6 month and 5 monthly option. The other approach is you could just go for 11 monthly payments. Okay, 11 monthly payments. So you would have £40 per meter. Okay, £40 per meter. There's 10 of them, so that's 10 meters. And of course you times that then by 11 because there's 11 months. That will become 4,400. Okay. But the other option is, there's no harm I don't see in just paying annually. Okay. You could pay annually here. Okay. Annually we got what? £320. Okay, per meter. So times that by 10. So you get 3,200. Okay, 3,200. Now, you can see that annually is actually cheaper if he pays annually, cheaper than paying for 11 months or for 6 months and 5 months. Okay, so annual is the cheapest option. Okay, so you should choose the annual option. To be fair though, I've got to be careful as well, because it does say including VAT, and I haven't included the VAT, so I'm going to need to go through all of that. But because if I work on VAT, it's not going to change the cheapest option. I can just work out the VAT on the cheapest option. So I can say the cheapest option is annual. If I work out 20% then, which is the VAT, if I'm right here, 20%, 3,200, 0.2 times 3,200, which is 640. Okay, so now the total would equal 3,200 plus 640, which is 3,840. What is the greatest saving that Lars could make by selecting your option? Well, that's how much he's paying for annual. If he'd have gone for the 11 monthly route, he would have been paying that amount there, which is 4,400. Okay, of course, if we work at the VAT on that, then so 880. So total would be 4,400 plus 880, which is 5,280 pounds. So you just got to work out that difference there. Okay, so the saving would be 5,280, take away 3,840. You get £1,440.